Look at those legs.
Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a New Year's Eve get ready with me party. And I did one of these videos, Christmas edition, and you guys really wanted a New Year's Eve look. So that is what I'm doing today. So, you know, I'm looking crazy per usual. We're gonna get glam, completely change this whole look. I got a hoodie on, hair is in a bun, my makeup is kind of smudged, just left over. I look like a mess, so we're gonna fix this. But I did want to do this New Year's Eve look very gold, and since I have the trophy wife collection, I pulled a lot of these trophy wife things together, so it is going to be more of a gold look. I don't know if I want to pull in a little bit of silver as a pop. We'll see how this goes. But let me get right on into this. I'm going to start off with my eyes today because I know I pulled out some like glittery shades and I know they're gonna fall out over my face, so we're just gonna take the precaution of doing my eyes first. And this look is gonna take forever long like the other one did. But let me know, do you guys have any New Year's Eve plans? Are you just hanging out? Are you going to sleep early? Are you watching the ball drop in person? Are you sitting there watching it on TV? I want to know. I've actually never, I know probably a lot of people have never done this, but I've never watched the ball drop. And if you guys don't know what that is, in like New York, they have this like, I don't know, because I don't live in New York, I don't know what it's called, but my friend Nessa lives in New York. She lives in the Bronx, so she probably knows what this building is called, but I cannot remember it for the life of me. But there's a building, I saw it when I went to visit Nessa. But the ball like drops and everyone counts down, and you know, you know how it goes. All right, so for eyeshadow, I pulled out a couple different palettes. I pulled out my big Pat McGrath Mothership palette because I figured I would like maybe this shade or maybe this greenish gold shade. So we might use that one, I don't know. And then I pulled out my Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, which is very used and very messy. But I thought maybe this shade or even like that shade would be kind of interesting. I don't really know yet. And then I also got two of the Snap Shadows. So I have number 6, and then on the other side I have number 3. So I think I'm just gonna start off with number 3 and just start working in my crease. So I'm just gonna put this literally just starting to darken everything up. I'm gonna do this kind of smoky with a pop of gold. I think that's where my brain is heading for this look. But my New Year's Eve plans, I don't really know if we're doing anything like crazy, like definitely not a party or anything, but I do know that I have some family friends that are having a like neighborly New Year's Eve party, so I think that's what we're doing. But I don't know if we're gonna stay out until like midnight, anything like that. I have had my fair share of staying out until midnight for New Year's Eve, and I'm good this year. While you're watching me get ready, pretty much, I'm just gonna be deepening up this look slowly. But I thought it'd be kind of funny to tell you guys like my worst New Year's Eve. It's kind of a funny story looking back at it, but it's actually quite weird. So we're gonna start. This is probably 4 or 5 years ago that this happened. So I was about, I think 20. I think I just turned 20. I think that's how old I was. Or maybe I was 19. One of those. I don't really remember all the way. But me and my good friends at the time were all wanting to do something, and at the time the friends I had, we loved going out, so going out was like a very common thing for us to do. And so we were like, all right, New Year's Eve, and my friend knew a friend who was hosting like a New Year's Eve party, and you know, we live in Texas, so this New Year's Eve party was like out in the country in like a big barn. They like redid it for this New Year's Eve party, and there was like lights, music, and a bunch of fun things like that. And so you have to like drive like way out there, and I'm pretty sure I was the only one out of my friends who had a pickup truck. So pretty sure we took my truck because I'm the kind of person that likes to drive everywhere. I, for some reason, get really car sick and really anxious if I'm not driving. I don't know why, but that's just a flaw on my part. So I'm the person that if we're going somewhere, I'm the person that's driving. So I drove there. Like, we get there, it's all good. And mind you, this is before me and my boyfriend even knew each other. I'm gonna wet this eyeshadow. So I was hanging out. I don't know how to have this conversation, but I was talking to a guy. We weren't like really dating or anything, but we were like in that exclusive kind of, I don't know how to say it. Like, we weren't dating, but like, you know, we were in that like, oh, you're not dating anybody, I'm not dating anybody, and like we're like exclusively seeing each other kind of status that we had going on. No, this story gets so bad. And so the guy that I've been talking to, for some reason, like, I think we were just trying to have like a fun like girls night, because I don't remember inviting him or like him inviting me anywhere. And I think I don't really know, like, it was a while ago, so like I don't really remember like the specs, but for sure he wasn't there, and like this was my friend's friend, so like I didn't really know anybody that was at this party. And there was a bit of people at this party. There's probably like 100, 200 people at this party. Like, there were a lot of people. And so once we got there, we started, you know, having our fun New Year's Eve, you know, being 20 years old or however old I was. And I'm trying to have fun with my friends, and pretty much all my friends like hooked up with all kinds of different guys. And like, you know, I'm talking to this one guy, so like I'm not really like looking for guys, I guess you should say. Like, I wasn't like, you know, like I'm being myself and I'm being like exclusive to like this one person, which was probably a wrong thing to do, like looking back at it. But there was this one guy that was at this party that was like weirdly obsessed with me, and he was like following me around, like talking to people that I was talking to, like would not leave me alone. And like I felt like he chose me to try and get a New Year's Eve kiss from me, and I was like, heck no. Like, it wasn't that he was ugly or anything, but like, you know, when you like someone, like you like that person and you don't really want to be with any other person, you know what I mean? So like I was like, heck to the no, I don't want to be with you, like go away. And so like throughout like the whole night, like we probably got there at like 9 o'clock, and so like we're there for a long time, and the closer and closer it got to New Year's Eve midnight, this guy was like not letting me get out of his sight. Like, he was like got his laser beams on me, and I'm like, oh no. And I'm trying to be nice to this guy. I'm like, come on, just like, I'm trying to be here with my friends. Like, I really do not like want to have this like awkward moment with you. Like, go away. And like, I've had this before. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I am not a good person to say no. I've never been able to like really say no to things in my life. I don't know why, but like, it's just a hard thing for me to do. It is easier the older I get and the less I like worry about like stupid things, but it's just a thing that is kind of coming with time with me. All right, I don't know if I can talk during this. Oh my gosh, I had to hold my breath that whole freaking time to do that. That was so hard. All right, let me do the other one. Oh my gosh, that was so hard to do. So now I'm gonna let this kind of dry down a bit. But so continuing the story, it's getting like closer and closer and closer to New Year's, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm like panicking. I'm like, I really don't want this guy to like talk to me. I don't want to kiss this guy. Like, I just want this guy to leave me alone. And so what my genius idea was to go and hide in my truck. Since like I've talked to this guy, like I did not tell him like what car is my car, and there were like a tons of different trucks in this dude's like yard. And so like 5 minutes before the clock strikes 12, I'm like sitting in my truck by myself without my friends, like just trying to avoid not having to kiss this dude. Like how pathetic is that? And like I tried to call the guy that I was like talking to at the time, and he was not in the mood for anything. Like he was really grouchy, and I was like, oh my god, like what am I even doing with my life? Like this dude's chasing me around. The guy that I want to hang out with like doesn't want anything to do with me. Like it was just awful. All right, I think I got the wings done, and I actually did not get as much fallout as I thought I would, so that's really good. But no, the moral of this whole story was like I wasted my time on like one person and then avoided other people, and I ended up not even hanging out with the people that I was there to hang out with. And like even I think I ended up leaving my friends. I don't actually remember what happened really afterwards, but I remember like just sitting in my car by myself, like on my phone in the dark to avoid this guy. And then I was like heartbroken that like this other guy didn't want to talk to me, and like guys are dumb. I would have done so many things differently. Like if I were to look at my life now, I feel like that's a thing to learn. Like when you're a teenager and like you just gotta, things change so much. They really do. Like you don't think they do when you're 18, 20 years old, and then like things change fast. They change really fast. I just had to put eyeliner on off camera because I cannot do it. On camera, I'm gonna be like super close to the mirror. Let's take some foundation now. This is like my second favorite foundation other than the Fenty one. I've been obsessed with the Stay Naked foundation, and it is more my color right now than the Fenty one. But if you guys have like strange, weird, awful, whatever New Year's Eve stories, I would love to know y'all's experiences from New Year's Eve, because I don't know, I feel like things like that are kind of funny to look back on at times. My very first New Year's Eve kiss was actually by my grandpa, which is super funny because I was born December 17th and my grandpa was born December 9th. And so it was kind of funny, like I was so little. My grandpa was the first one who gave me a New Year's Eve kiss. I'm actually gonna go a little overboard with the concealer today. Does anybody do New Year's goals, New Year's like resolutions? I have like goals for like my career, but I don't think I have any like actual life goals. I feel like everyone kind of is like, I would like to be more healthy, like to do this. The one thing is I want to figure out like all of my weird health issues that have been going on. I don't know what it is. Like I know I've kind of talked to you guys about all of my weird health issues, but like I don't know what it is. But like this last couple, I would say like since I want to say like August, September, I've had like such strange health issues where like I've had to go to the emergency room. I've been to several different doctors. So for 2020, I would like to figure out what the actual heck has been wrong with me, and I would like to fix it and be as normal as I can possibly be. I know no one is absolutely normal, but you know, you can try to be as normal as you can be. The other thing is my mom's been trying to get me, if you guys don't know, I am pretty much completely deaf on one side, right side. I'm pretty much completely deaf on this side, and I haven't worn hearing aids. I haven't heard like what life sounds like since I was in the 8th grade, and I'm 23 now. So my mom's been really wanting me to get hearing aids before I turn 26, and I don't know what it is, but hearing aids kind of freak me out. I'm like kind of scared of them, but I was thinking of filming like the whole journey of like getting my hearing aids after like 12 years. I wondered if you guys would find that interesting. I know I'm probably gonna cry because like there's so many things that like I don't hear, and it's so strange to me. Like sometimes when people hear things, I'm like, what do you mean you can hear like whatever? Like that's so strange. I don't know, but that's another thing that's probably like another like health goal of mine to get done for the new year. Looking back at this year though, this year has had so many interesting adventures to it. I don't know, like this year has been a pretty good year for me. It's been a very interesting year for me. I've had a lot of nice personal goals achieved for this year. I know some people had some bad years for this year. I think I'm gonna extend my inner corner. I actually used to do this all the time, extend my inner corner. I used to have people ask me all the time how I did it, and then I stopped doing it, and then I feel like it got a little bit more popular, and then I just like stopped wearing eyeliner and doing like crazy makeup altogether. I mean, I still use like crazy colors, but I don't do like the whole like eyelashes, eyeliner, shabam every single day. And then I'm gonna put more of that Fenty Beauty eyeliner in my inner corner. Now we need to bronze. I love bronzer. Bronzer is probably one of my favorite things in like my face routine. Like I could go without highlighter, I can go without blush, but for some reason I cannot go without bronzer. Is there something in your routine that like regardless, I feel like if you're gonna wear makeup, that is the one piece of makeup that you just cannot live without? I would say mascara, bronzer are like my two things. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this bronzer and put it right in the front part right here, because I've been really liking how this looks. I feel like it just pulls in the nose contour and the eyes a little bit more. Contouring. Contouring is another thing that I can definitely live without in life. I don't know what it is, but like I've never really been into contouring. I think it's fun, but like I've never really been like, ooh, I'm gonna contour my whole face. And blush is another thing that I kind of have to force myself to remember blush, because I don't really like having, like, unless I'm going for a certain look, I don't really like blush. I don't know what it is. And if I do have a blush, it's normally a blush that I feel like complements bronzer more. Like, I don't like anything too pinky. Like this blush is the Nars Orgasm. All right, now time for highlighting. We're gonna go ham with highlighting today. So I'm gonna take the Jaclyn Hill Flash palette. I'm gonna take the shade Sparks, which is the more yellowy shade, and I'm gonna just buff that all over my cheeks, making me look real glowy. I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone with this shade, but in a minute. I don't have a lot of glitter on my eyes, so I want this highlight to be gleaming. Do my nose, gonna do my forehead, cupid's bow. All right, now I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. See, this is why I like to do my eyebrows last. In a lot of my videos, I've been doing my eyebrows first and then doing my eyeshadow last. But honestly, eyebrows and lipstick are my last steps on a day-to-day basis. All right, now we're gonna dip into the Trophy Wife highlighter. We're gonna turn it up a notch. We're gonna go right over the highest point, and then that Trophy Wife kind of blends into that other highlighter that we put on. So it's kind of like the most pigmented, and it kind of fades out. And I'm gonna take Trophy Wife, the regular highlighter, and I'm gonna try and be pretty careful in putting this in my inner corner. All right, and we're not all the way done with the eyes, I know. I'm gonna take the Kesha Rose liquid eyeliner in Stay Gold. I'm gonna use this Naughty Gold eyeliner and go right underneath. Well, it doesn't have as much as a punch as Trophy Wife, so I might as well just go in with more Trophy Wife. Trophy Wife just has the most beautiful wet look on it. Oh yeah, there we go. I feel like a goddess. All right, I'm gonna finish up my eyes, eyebrows, lips, all the stuff that I can't really talk through, and we'll get right back into doing my hair. Actually, I'll save the lips for last. We'll just do eyes, eyebrows, and then hair. All right, we need to take care of this hair situation. So I'm just gonna brush my hair, because my hair is blow dried out, but it's just not brushed. And it is pretty cleaned today, so it just literally needs to be brushed out. And then I do have a bit of volume on the top of my hair just from blowing it out, but we're gonna tease my hair a little bit. So I'm gonna take, this front part of my hair, and I'm gonna over direct it and just start going to town. Okay, if it looks like a mess at first. So I'm probably only gonna tease 3 parts of my hair, because I only really want the front to be volumized, and then the rest of it I want kind of straight. We're just gonna put it, put it back, and then I'm just gonna take a regular brush and just lightly brush out the top. And then I found this cute little headband in my closet, and it matches Trophy Wife to a T. So that is pretty much it for the hair. We're just keeping it simple today. It's straight, it's voluminous. If I wanted to, I could spray some glitter in it, but I'm not actually going to a party today, so we're just gonna keep it like this. And then we're gonna get an outfit change, because obviously we can't wear a hoodie to a New Year's Eve party. All right, and this is the finished look. I topped it off with the Fenty Beauty Senna lip paint in Underdog, and then I put a little bit of the Mademoiselle lipstick in Trophy Wife and a little bit of the lip gloss, because I think the glossy gold lip with all of the gold with the black, it looks so cool. But this dress is actually from Lulu's as well. The dress that I had for my Christmas get ready with me was from Lulu's, but this one is kind of like a meshy see-through, and then the middle and the bottom has more like spandexy type of material, but then the rest of the dress is like a stripy see-through meshy type of dress. But this is my New Year's Eve gold Trophy Wife get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this transformation. I thought it was so much fun. I love doing these videos, and I love getting use out of all of my miscellaneous things that I don't actually need for everyday life. But if you guys haven't seen my Christmas party get ready with me video, I'll have that video linked right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here where you click on it and subscribe to my channel.